Hello and welcome to my August CEO memo. I'm doing very well because today's the 1st of September, so happy spring to everyone. But to be getting this memo out to you on time is pretty good considering how crazy busy August was for me and for the company and how much more there is to do between now and the end of the year. So goes without saying how crazy it is that we are already in September. It does seem to be that things fly by. Cliched as that might be, when you are busy, things seem to go even faster. But I must say that I am more excited about work than I perhaps have ever been. And I know many people will go through peaks and troughs, and I am no different. I go through those same sort of valleys of despair and not enjoying my work so much. And then there are occasions like what I'm going through at the moment, which is highly stimulating and very, very exciting. And the reason for that is that we are going through an internal transformation with both automation and AI striking at the heart of how we complete our work. So, what effectively this means is that the quality of the work that we're delivering is yet again being outstripped from whatever we've delivered in the past. But then we are matching a lot more of the AI abilities within the data sets that we hold on your behalf to get the best possible insights to then deploy that in your ad accounts, right? And so the whole purpose is to increase revenue, increase leads. And we do that by understanding what you have going on in your accounts at this point in time. And so we are going through quite a modernization program. It will take us till the end of the year to get all of our product line refreshed and ready to go for 2026. So we are folding this into client accounts as we speak, or projects more so. Doesn't affect your account. It's very much around the insights that we're delivering. So to that point, I'd also like to say that we have instituted a clear AI policy within Web Wonks, and that is to ban all generative AI products. That includes ChatGPT, it includes Meta AI, Grok, Claude, Perplexity, any of the AI products that are not Gemini. So the reason for that is that we have upgraded our Google Workspace subscription, and we have clear data governance rules with how client data and with how AI in general can be used. So our company policy is that only the Gemini AI that is contained within our workspace is allowed to be used, because that means that no data is given outside of that workspace. Because what we are seeing out in the big wide world is that our competitors and other contractors have been uploading client data into ChatGPT, where they have no control over that, goes off into a big black hole. And that is then meaning that your competitors or their competitors can get that kind of content. So if you do not have an AI use policy within your business, feel free to give me a call and I can happily go through that and why I did it for us and what it meant for us and how I built it out. But also, if you are not sure how your staff are using these AI products, it's something that you should definitely get to grips with, because we had been observing it internally and I saw just what was going on. And so while we have been using Gemini and the way that we're modernizing our product is to keep all of the data contained within our workspace, we wanted to make it expressly clear to our staff, you're not to use any of the external AI products, because we don't want to give away the information. It's your data. It is our duty of care to ensure that it is maintained to a high level. And that's something that's going to be increasingly important as the months tick over and moving into 2026. So that's the AI sort of policy. We signed up with Google to something called Ads Port. Um, A number of different agencies have been doing this across Australasia in the last little while. So what that does is first and foremost, it's a way of Google charging a subscription for something that we kind of used to get for free. But with AdSport now we can see all of our clients in one space. We used to have that through what's called the MCC. This particular product allows us to see any policy violations, any ads that have been disapproved. It also allows us to use a magic kind of keyword exploration tool, if you will, to assist with our clients and discoverables in terms of where are the performance signals within your Performance Max campaign, or where are the performance keywords for a search campaign for you. So quite a dynamic tool. We're just getting to grips with how the management team will use this. But again, it's designed for us to be able to get really clear insights, but also make sure that we don't drop the ball. Now, we already have internal alerts for a whole range of different things, but more quick fire ability to identify that there are issues, the better off we're going to be. So that's quite good. Still continuing the conversation with Google relating to the AI product. We are seeing, obviously, in the first instance, we need the data capture to happen within cloud accounts. We've more or less finished the server-side tagging jobs for our clients. For those that don't record their data using server-side tagging and cloud accounts, it will be something we discuss with you in 2026, because it will be the difference between the winners in the economy and those that are using AI on their data owned by them, not shared with other businesses, and those that don't, or is using ChatGPT and spewing the information out and not having any control over it. So we want to make absolutely sure that what we are doing for you is yours and yours alone, and that it has viable, real world, tangible results, because it's analysis or paralysis by analysis, right? We don't want that. We want to make sure we're getting something out the door. SearchMax, if you're watching this through our EDM, there's a video on SearchMax, the search campaign infused with AI goodies. So do watch that. This is the second month of sort of an AI series. The last month we talked about AI search. In fact, I did get a notification from our Google partner rep, must have been last week, that AI has now been infused into search. I might post something in the EDM that goes with this. I don't quite have it to hand, but you will now notice when you are doing a Google search, next to the results, there'll be an AI tab that you can go to get deeper, more meaningful results through Gemini. So lastly, for me, for this month, I will share my screen and as ever hope that it does work. Appears to be correct. So market movements. Look, we are seeing things go positively in the economy. We had strong growth in May, June. July pared back. Revenue's down 1.6. So I would call that flat. Increased web traffic, which is great. But obviously conversions have gone backwards there. So the market is doing what the market does. I think we are starting to see that movement, even though these numbers don't speak to that quite yet. You'll see that we went backwards in the number of phone calls, slightly backwards in form submissions, and slightly backwards in email link clicks. So, numbers are not fantastic, but I am expecting this to change in September, certainly for our New Zealand-based clients. Our Australian-based clients, things seem to be really flat there. And the economic conditions in New Zealand seem to be getting better. Certainly, the growth trajectory in New Zealand appears to be ahead of Australia. I will believe that when I see it, because it's simply not been the case for many, many years. Australia has outstripped New Zealand growth for quite some time, but they're starting to say that maybe we are going to have a better economic year. So Q2 for New Zealand wasn't great. Q3 appears to be better. I'm reasonably confident of where we are heading at the moment. So there's a bit more information contained in the email below if you're watching that. And look, we are working very hard with our BigQuery and understanding and getting more in-depth analysis. In fact, we have just taken on a paid placement of a master's level student from Auckland University who is working with us on our high-end data aggregation utility of sort of analytics, ad metadata within our own BigQuery account so that we can display more information and get more penetrative insights for you. So look, lots of things happening. An incredible month for us in August. We made significant inroads in a lot of different areas. We had a really strong month in terms of customer acquisition, even though lead generation was slow for us. So things are very transformational at the moment. Very excited, as I said, to be a part of what we are doing. Because ultimately, I think the deliverables that we're giving you just beats the market hands down. Like the work we are putting out at the moment is world beating, let alone New Zealand beating, Australia beating. We are taking it to the world, and our clients are the benefactors of that. So, yeah, really excited for the end of this year, but equally excited for 2026. So, have a wonderful first month of spring. I hope that the tills are ringing, that the form submissions and phone calls are running red hot, and that at the end of this month I can report some awesome metrics. So go well and talk to you in due course.